Guys, it's going down this weekend at UFC 293 with Adesanya stepping up to defend his title against Sean Strickland, and my partners at DraftKings are offering an incredible deal for all new customers who sign up using the promo code Sonnen. New customers, you can bet $5 on any of this weekend's fights, and you're going to receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. You can even use your bonus bets on DraftKings same fight parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same fight, including number of rounds and method of victory. Remember, DraftKings is the only place where you can bet same fight parlays. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. So click on the link below. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the promo code Sonnen and get in on all the fun. Who is Izzy going to call out after his match with Sean Strickland? Now, it's very relevant. It's a built-in piece of the Adesanya story. He has never left the cage without letting us, the audience, know who's next. And by the way, he's gotten his way 100% of the time. He hasn't said who he wants to fight next. He has said who he's going to fight next and then gone and fought that person. Now, there's only two ways the fight can go, right? If Sean Strickland beats Izzy, I'm very comfortable in telling you that Izzy will fight Sean Strickland next. That there will be a rematch. If Izzy wins, it appears that it's going to be Du Plessi or Chimaev should he beat Paulo Costa. And Israel Adesanya spoke about Chimaev in depth, not just saying his name or brushing off, speaking about him as a very potential future opponent for the first time that I have seen last night. And he was warning Chimaev. He predicted, he said, I'm leaning towards Chimaev, but he did warn him. This guy, Paulo Costa, this is a hard fight. And I thought that was very interesting, but I also thought that was very complimentary of Izzy. I appreciated that he did that. I like when Izzy goes out and puts a guy over. It's a rare thing. But I like it and add it to the fight. And I'm just telling you, when we think it's going to be Du Plessis, make no mistake, there is some marching orders. I mean, Israel has told Du Plessis, you need to be here. Step number one, you need to come here and you need to be here for whatever reason. But he's not joking about that. Like if he's in the cage that night and he looks out and there's no Du Plessis, who did not do the one thing that Izzy told him you need to do, I don't think he's going to call him out. And the other side of this, right, when you're comparing stories, the other side of this, it would be hard for him to call out Chimaev. I mean, just imagine rhetorically what those words would be. I'm going to fight Chimaev next. If he beats Paulo Costa, like, do you see where it's different? Do you see where it starts to be a problem? Even if he says, I'm going to fight the winner of that, you see where it's different? But I'm sharing with you, if Du Plessis isn't there, and therefore Izzy's not going to call him out, which is my prediction. If Du Plessis doesn't go, I do not believe he's going to be part of the story. You then have a very different spot for Izzy. But I would also like to remind you, at least from my perspective, the first time that Izzy said he wanted to fight Du Plessis, I didn't even know those guys had heat. I didn't know they had any story. I did not know that Du Plessis was on the radar or the level of the champion. In fact, when Izzy called him out, as part of the call-out, he said, I'm not even going to say his name. I'm going to drag him through Africa. I had no idea who he's talking about. I thought he was calling for a fight and was trying to get a location. He was trying to get it in Africa. I had no idea the tie in the backstory. I didn't know who he meant. And it took like 2 days till somebody else smartened me up and told me, oh, he's talking about Du Plessis. So I tell you that story because we have decided it's going to be between Du Plessis and Chimaev. We've decided that. But you have a guy who can create things and bring an interest to things unlike anybody else. And he does it at the right time, which is on the mic when the world's watching, not later, not on a .com, not on some, right there in that moment when emotions are high. So whatever he says, it gets exemplified. And it's an outside the box, but I'm sharing with you, if he gets pissed off and Du Plessis is not there, and he sees it my way, which calling a guy out that's got to fight a month from now is hard. There is a chance that he goes after somebody else. The only reason that these names are here right now is because Izzy brought him here. If Izzy chooses to dismiss them, if he chooses to leave the weight class again and go up, as unlikely as these things might be, he could have his back against the wall. I am fully confident in telling you Izzy's going to follow the Izzy recipe, which is fight, cut a promo, line up what's next, let the whole world know, move forward. I'm fully confident in telling you that. But who's it going to be? And while we have decided it's down to 2, there's a very different situation if Du Plessis does not show up. It's hard to not call him out. It's very difficult to call for the winner of a fight that's down the road. Oh, and by the way, I don't mean it for the blue corner. I only mean it for the red corner. It's just hard. It's a hard call out. It's hard to get those words straight. And then what happens? The champion flies to flight on it. He sits in the odds. He comes in the race. It just puts everything into a very different spot where I don't know how likely that is. And you might think that that favors Du Plessis, and I agree with you. But if he doesn't show up, I think it's going to be a problem. And I'm not convinced he is going to show up. I haven't heard of it. Tom Aspinall let everybody know where he was going. Travel days tomorrow. Just so you know how fights work. Doesn't matter where the fight is. Recipes to say everybody flies in on Tuesday. Is Du Plessis going to be out there? Is he going to be doing interviews? I don't know. We're going to find out very quickly. If he is there, I think he puts himself in a very good position. But I'm sharing for you the whole concept that Izzy's next opponent will either be Chimaev or Du Plessis, and Izzy's going to let us know. We created that concept. There could be another story, and there could be another guy, and there could be another plan. And only Izzy knows.